All right, so I actually took over my church's youth group in February 2019. That's the World Vision New Testament Church of God in on Pier and David Street, Kitty, and trying to engage the young people, in different ways, because we're always in society. We're always trying to make sure that we keep lines of communication open because we know there's so many challenges that young people have today. So you try different ways to engage them. We came around to trying to play some board games. So I tried to get them to do something that was a bit more in-depth, other than playing Monopoly or playing the other things. I tried to go into a bit of history and whatnot. So we were looking at some trivia games, and so the complaint was that we don't care about what happened in the U.S. or Canada or all these other places in the world. So why would we take time to know it? And I guess that was the light bulb moment. I said, what if we had something that was local? Would you guys play? So of course we would try it. So once he came up with the name Real #1 Guyanese, that's where it all began. Because the objective of the game is to really encourage us to embrace our history. Guyana has very rich history. Our culture. It's sort of, you feel like in today's society, everybody's so attached to technology and the rest of it, we kind of lose our identity, so to speak, in all the things that we're doing. So for me, this game, the name Real #1 Guyanese is intentional in causing you to really try to refocus on who we are as Guyanese people. These are things that we sort of learned in school, but we haven't really had a channel, an avenue to have to remember them. So this game kind of causes you to, brush off the cobweb in the back of your mind, so to speak, and just go back to the things that you learned and just have fun with it. At this point, I have to be focused on basically getting the games into homes. As it is, the game is being locally manufactured. I actually set up a space in my home, sort of, I call it my little production space. So the plastic components, they're being 3D printed. So I have a few 3D printing machines. Of course, I have some more that I can't wait for them to get here so that we can ramp up production. And I'm really looking to, have 3D printing at a different level, because you can imagine the amount of copies that we're going to need to sell within our first year alone. The next game that we're about to release after we release Real #1 Guyanese, I know that one is going to be a hit as well, because persons have been saying, give us this one before the Real #1 Guyanese, because it's a creolese game based on our creolese language, which is something, again, I'm very passionate about. That one is called What You Say. So I won't say more on it. We'll talk about that at another time. But it's ready to go. We're just focusing on not putting all of them out at the same time. We have another one that is targeted more to nursery-age children, which I think is going to be well received as well. And naturally, there are other projects in the pipeline. But